I hate to keep on telling y'all I told you so, but I told you that this was, I told you this was a thing. 2K does not care either. 2K don't care. I'm gonna tell you that first and foremost. They don't care. I told you from the beginning of time, I said that they would not care. They would not care. Now, Carlo's a different breed. Carlo is a rare breed. Carlo drops 3, 4, 5 videos a day. Carlo drops 4 or 5 videos a day. He recorded an hour worth of footage for no reason. That's how dedicated he is. I will not sit in OBS and record an hour worth of footage of anything to hope that something happens and he's lucky he was even sitting here recording this when this scam took place, when this part of the scam took place. Now, if you don't know anything about NBA 2K, Cash Money J, he's one of them guys. I told you, 3, 4, 5, sometimes if it's one of them days, 6 videos a day, if it's one of those high engagement days, because he's dedicated to 2K, he's dedicated to his YouTube journey, he's dedicated to trying to be the best 2K player he can be when it comes to my team, and I applaud that. Now, the boy was in first place. 13,430 points, he was in first place. And Ty CFB, maybe his arch nemesis, maybe not, who knows. He is one of them guys that 2K, if this happened to Ty, I believe 2K would have stepped in, someone that he knows, his liaison, maybe his contact person. I believe I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I'm going to say he's one of those ones that maybe has a contact person inside the, you know what I mean? So either way, Carlo was in first place. And what just so happened to happen is crazy. He searched for 2 hours and he got a loss just coming out of the search screen. Now I can vouch for this. I can vouch for getting a L for doing this. If I'm in a game mode, because it just happened to me a few times last week. I'm in a game mode and I say, I want to play. I'm ready to play. So I go in here and I search. I sit here and I search on this screen for a certain amount of time and I don't find a game. So I back out. And I've sat there for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 8 minutes, an extended period of time. And I back out and I say, I'm not getting any games. Maybe there's an update. There's a low-key update about to happen. Maybe some people got the update and I didn't get it yet. Let me back out. Let me exit the game mode. Let me maybe even quit the whole game. Let me quit the whole game. Forget that. Let me restart my whole console. Let me restart. Maybe I'll even take it that far. Let me reset my entire console. And after you come out of that reset and you get back into the game and you get a message that says, you shouldn't be quitting games. Why did you quit that game? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What could you be talking about? Whatever do you mean? What could you be talking about? Because me, I haven't left any games. I have not left the game. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. My good sir. But what happens is, apparently, they have queued you into a game that you have not got into. They've queued you into a game that you can't see. And for some reason, you're just sitting in limbo. You're sitting in a limbo state. It could be a coincidence of you getting into a game that you didn't know you were in, and it was like the actual seconds before the game started, or whatever it is. For whatever reason, 2K has put you into a game and you can't get out of it. Where's my OBS? Yeah, well, anyway. So you're sitting in a game that you don't know you're in yet, and you backed out, and the computer counted it as a game quit. So for that, he got his second loss in King of the Court, which is, if you don't know, a $10,000 tournament hosted by at&t. And for me, that means absolutely nothing. It means nothing to me, because I've been here. I've been doing the long work. I've been understanding the shams and the scams and the methods that 2K uses to get engagement. And that just means nothing to me. So for me to hop back into this $10,000 tournament, you see that 10K right there, right? You see that. You see that. $10,000. And all of a sudden, he gets 2 losses, and then he matches up with Ty CFB in his next search, who happens to be one of the best players in the world. And when it comes to NBA 2K, for some reason, he seems to be one of the best players in the world. Who knows? I can't call it. I think it's an inside job. I think it's an inside job because for some reason, there's certain creators, there's certain 2K players that just get took off of the sticks. They get pencil whooped off the sticks, put it like that. And if you don't know what a pencil whooping is when the referees come in and say, no, jacking for beats. We're jacking you for your W's. Give it here. Get down or lay down. Do not pass go. Do not collect $10,000. That's just what I see. That's just how I call it. And I called it weeks ago. I called it months ago before the game was even, when I first saw the method in the format of King of the Court, I said to myself, this looks kind of strange. I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? Maybe in a movie where there's some scammers scamming, doing some scammersons. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to call it exactly what it is. It's a sham for this guy to have his first really big run at King of the Court this year and to be taken off of the sticks just like that. Just like that. When it came down to Splash got taken off of the sticks the first or second week of King of the Court. He won the first week, and then the next week he was disqualified. And then the next week he was told that he can't even compete anymore. And in the next following weeks, he was told that he could not compete for $10,000 ever again in NBA 2K. Now, when it comes down to Splash, I get it. I get it. He was involved in the NBA 2K League. They've scrapped the old version of the NBA 2K League, which was an actual esports league with the best of the best players, the so-called best of the best players, the ones that could get in. The friends and friends of friends and your friends of your friends. And they ended up having some debacles. They had some inside works. They had some things going on that weren't so beneficial to the NBA. And they got scrapped. And I can somewhat understand NBA 2K saying, look, Splash, we know your track record, we know your history, and maybe we don't want to do business with you, but we can't say that. We can't say that. So we're going to have to just come up with methods or a way to get you out of here so that at&t doesn't pay you any of that any of them 10,000s. I get that. But when it comes down to Carlo, he's a different breed. Carlo is a good kid. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Carlo. I just learned who this kid was a couple years ago. And I said, this guy works. I learned something about work ethic from a kid that I saw doing big work in the video game that I love to play. I love to play basketball. 2K is the basketball game that I choose to play, and I love it. I do love it. Although the methods of the company, the engagement methods, and the way that they get people to sit here and spend money and do different things, it's just, I don't agree with a lot of it. The business tactics, I don't agree with a lot of it. As of late, as of the last 5, 6, 7 years, I see through, as a businessman, I can see through it. But when it comes to Carlo, he doesn't deserve to be treated this way by 2K. They know there's somebody that can help him. He added the proper channels, and maybe he just doesn't have the right channels to go through to actually get contact, or maybe they don't care. But this kid uploads 4 or 5 times a day. He advertises this game daily to thousands of people a day. I mean, and that counts for something. At this point, he can take his following, he can take his subscribers from YouTube and his views. He can leverage those views for a brand deal from somewhere, a sponsorship from someone. He can go to Prize Picks or one of those sports betting apps, and they will give him money. They have $250,000 for you, Carlo. If you don't know, if you just do your research with the numbers that you garner on YouTube alone, you can go and get a brand deal. You can go get a sponsorship from somewhere. You just have to reach out to these people. and they will pay you more than $10,000 that 2K is trying to give you, that you've been fighting nail and tooth for every day of the week since this game dropped. Those are just facts. That's just business. Don't let 2K be the only one doing big business when it comes down to it. That's really all I wanted to say in this video. I don't want to make it more long-winded than that, but I have a lot to say when it comes down to the meat and potatoes. I mean, that's just what it comes down to me. You can go get your money somewhere else. You can feed your family from somewhere else, because going through this and really sitting yourself here and worrying about what 2K support has to say to help you, they're not going to help you. Help is not coming. They're not sending any help. They don't care. You can advertise their game and you can keep this as a good thing you have going, but business-wise, they do not care. If I had your numbers and I was doing as many uploads as you and putting the work in for as many years as you have, I would go and reach out to Prize Picks. I would go and reach out to, there's more companies than just Prize Picks. Maybe you don't agree with sports betting. I mean, I would go reach out to somebody. I would go reach out to one of these companies that has a bag. They have the money sitting in an account for you and they want to spend it. They have to spend it. It's money that these companies have allotted to spend on people who do the work that you do, that do work on the internet and have thousands of people looking at their videos every day. You garner thousands of views a day, and that's really all they care about, is how many views that they can get. And I mean, if you're going to advertise 2K 4 times a day, you might as well mix in a Prize Pick video. You might as well mention Prize Picks in the videos. And it only takes 20 seconds in the video to say, hey, sign up here, do this there. And they'll pass you a bag. They'll pass you a hefty bag. They have a bag for you. And I mean, quiet as kept, if you reach out to 2K, they have advertising bags for you. But you just have to know the right people and be able to say the right things and be brand friendly for their brand, or I don't know. 2K has a lot of stipulations, but that is pretty much all I really had to pull up and say, is that I really hate that this happened this way. You were on a good run this week. 1,300 points is not easy to get to. It's really not easy to get to. It's a terrible way to go out. You know, good luck next week. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't quit. Keep that ferocity. Keep that willing to win, and maybe rethink your strategies. For the most part, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. It's really heartbreaking for me personally, as a fan, as a viewer. It's heartbreaking. We've been closer than this before. We'll get close to it again. Hopefully it happens for you. Y'all be cool.
Kobe. Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.